Alrighty. Hello everyone, happy Sunday. Welcome back to the workshop. Today we're gonna try a little something different. We're of course gonna have our Sunday chats where I'm able to kind of like hang out with you guys, talk in the live chat with any questions you might have for me. But I'm also gonna forge a little something for a friend. It's a cool kind of like rope belt harness thing that I'll forge out of steel, which I think it's kind of cool, and it was such an easy little project on the side, so I was like, oh, well, I gotta just jump in and forge this for you guys. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, I'm just gonna be hanging out here. I'm gonna drop this down a little bit. Here we go. Yeah, it'll be great. I hope you guys can hear me over the forge a little bit. Steel is warming up. But yeah, thought it'd be a fun little Sunday project. How is your Sunday going? I'm gonna go check it real quick, and I'll watch for the live chat. Oh yeah, we're ready to rock. Hey, Scout, we just wrapped up this little tea time. What a great, like, saga of conversations. We went all over the place today. What you forging, Rage? I'm gonna forge just a lovely little, like, rope, like fabric belt, clasp, almost like a harness link. It'd be cool, an easy little project, something I'll be able to take you guys along with me. Ooh, making jackfruit jam and carrot cake. I've never had jackfruit jam. Actually, I just had my favorite jam I've ever had in my life, which is a lemon and blueberry. It's kind of bitter. It's like kind of rindy from the lemon, and then very subtle sweetness from the blueberry. But jackfruit sounds fascinating. And I love me a carrot cake. Anything with cream cheese frosting. Yum, 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 yum. I love it. All right, let's get our first heat in. Once I find some safety glasses. Rule number 1, safeties. Got any songs I could try? Oh, in what regard? Hey, I am practicing guitar. Oh, what would be a good, like, first guitar lesson song? Like, what? It really depends on what kind of music, because when you're starting something new, it's fun when you're learning something new. I find it really helps to enjoy what you're doing. Like, sometimes when you're learning something, you're like, oh God, I got to do this thing that I have zero interest in. Like, what kind of music do you listen to? And then look on YouTube for like a simplified version. You know what I might do? You know, I've never done this before. You know what I might do? I might just bring you guys in close up. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know what I'm doing. 'Cause I'll be here. Yeah. Perfect. Nailing it. All right. I'll be back with some steel. Lovely little one heat taper. then I just broke the edges, right? You know, take that sharp edge and flatten it out. Oh, it's great. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. You know, I like to try and change it up as much as possible. And this is something that's great because I get to like do my some little favor work for a friend and hang out with you guys. It's great. Through the fire and flames. No, that's too advanced, too advanced. With baby steps. Ooh, Adam, great point, partner. Great point. You know, it's like find the source of your passion and look who has come to join us. Copper, come here. Look who's here. Come here, buddy. Look who it is. It's Mr. Copper Dog. Oh, my best bud. There's nothing like having yourself a good old little shop dog. Him and I have been side by side for well over a decade now. It's Copper Dog. Oh, I know it's Sunday, buddy, but there's work to be done. Found you on TikTok, then on here. William, welcome, partner. Yeah, every Sunday at noon my time. You know, after I wrap things up with the patrons, you know, the little tea time that we have every month, or sorry, every week. Come in here, we usually have a little chat. It's so rewarding for me to be able to like touch base with my community and hang out. You know, it's good because then I get to ask you guys questions on where should I head forward with the channel and all that good stuff. I bet you that's done. Let me bring you guys back around. Let's do a nice little scroll. Let's get you like here. Like down there. Oh yeah. Right here. Perfect. All right, right back. All right, lovely little scroll done on the diamond, right? Just a lovely little thing. Always one heat, you know, we're not here to waste time, you know what I mean? I think that is lovely, cute little scroll. All right, now let's just do the same thing to the other side. Might just cool that down. So we're gonna switch hands, you know what I mean? Where are you at? Got a pair of tongs hiding from me. Oh, there they are. All right, I'm back. Okay, yeah, what are we talking about? Sven? I'm good, baby. I'm great. I'm just hanging out on this beautiful, beautiful Sunday. I hope your weather is just as good as mine. Yeah, just having a great, great old time. Okay, so just remembering how how I want to orientate those scrolls, Ooh, rage. With spooky season upon us, have you watched Beetlejuice? Beetlejuice, it's hilarious. I have not. I was actually invited down to LA for like a little private screening thing with Crack and Rum. I don't know if you guys remember when I did Crack and Rum. And we were just too busy. I couldn't go, and I'm so upset. Ooh, what hammer did you use when you first started scrolls? So, I got a lot of hammers, a lot of different types of hammers. I always love a good ball peen, especially something on the smaller end, because it takes a long time. And this is something I go over with my students through the Patreon, the apprenticeship program. Let me pick you up a little bit. And, hammer control is one of the biggest things when it comes to blacksmithing. All it is time. The only remedy for that is time. And once you learn how to use a heavier hammer, and this takes years, so no rush. Start with a lighter hammer, but when you get good, when you get really good, you can use a 4-pound like this and like baby's breath, be able to just whisper. And meanwhile, you're holding this thing as if it was a bird. It's funny when people think of blacksmithing, it's like, oh, and you're going for it. There's sometimes that. But for the most part, it is delicate. You're threading needles. It's this delicate little dance, even though you're wielding 16-pound hammers, What I like about using a heavier hammer is I'm working a lot less hard. I used to swing, like a ball peen around like this. It was great because I can wield it all day long, but I was really having to come down hard. This, all I got to do is just guide it along. You know what I mean? So, but honestly, to each their own. It's like riding a bike. How can you possibly explain riding a bike to somebody? It's pretty difficult to do. So it's just like, get the tires blown up, get the handlebars tightened, lube up the chain. You could do, as me, do just as much as I possibly can. But then when it comes down to rubber meeting the road, you just got to set out and do what feels comfortable for you. William, always, buddy, don't you worry. Letting the tool do the work. Yes, I do a lot of that. And like when I'm drawing out that bar, I'm coming down on a hard because I want to get it all fleshed out in one heat. I like one heat processes, Less time for altercations, less time for any flaws in my eyes to come forward. Like getting that bar down to like literally a needle. Always best to do with one heat because everything's nice and fresh. You can't really heat that tip up the same way you would if you're pulling it from the center of that bar. Yeah, you can adapt your work to your own strength and power and choose the right tools. Yes, exactly. Because no one knows your body, your technique like you do. Who am I to tell you anything about that, right? All right, I think our steel's probably good to go. Oh yeah. Shall we? During the summertime, my handles loosen up a little bit just because of the dryness. So I'm excited for wetter weather so that all of my handles come back. But linseed oil does great for that. Working on that tip. Getting it down to nothing. Like a needle. And then draw it back into the bar. You know, just like so, right? I'm gonna break these edges. All right. A Callum's staff, I would totally do it. Viren's staff would be cool too, because then I can make it like change and shift. I love things that shift. You know, where there's a lot of both beautiful artistic form and sublime design. Meanwhile, there's cool engineering and like working mechanisms involved, you know? Tells about packing. Oh, you know, like upset and packing steel. Totally could. Honestly, if you want to learn the art form of blacksmithing, I have an apprenticeship program where I go through all of this stuff and cool builds. Like we just made hinges. We just made hinges, and that was great. You know, it's been really cool, and it's growing. It's been so much fun to watch it grow. You know, it's just. I'm so honored to be in a position where I could perhaps inspire and teach. You know, it's so funny. If I were to look back 20 some odd years ago, I would never expect to be here. All right, let me put you in actually a cool position so you guys can see a scroll. Maybe like out here. That might be cool. Oh yeah. Let's see. Make sure I'm not going to hit the camera. Like there. Yeah, I like that. Delicate. It's a 4-pound hammer, but I am just laying down like baby's breath. It's like a dance. Ooh, there we go. All right, now I'm looking at the other side. Because it's got to be symmetrical, you know. Can't have my friend walking sideways because their belt is unsymmetrical. You know what I mean? Okay, there we have it. We got a couple lovely little scrolls, kind of almost like a. Actually, here, let me come around. So, what I'm looking for here is, right, making sure that that's not sharp. Actually, there's a Almost forgot. I'm gonna close that up a little bit. Okay, because for me, I like my bars to come out to an absolute needle-like point, right? And there's a problem with that. There's an inherent issue with that because then you made something very, very sharp, right? We can't have sharp stuff, poking people and prodding them. It's like having a hypodermic needle attached to you. So what I did was I maintained a lovely little scroll. I could have made this as blunt, but I'm extra. I have to do this stuff. And what I did was I wrapped it up and I tucked it away around this like perfect little circle. I love this type of scroll. Plus, fabric, as it gets bound up, it's just gonna stop there and not get pierced and wound up inside of that needle-like point. So, this is what we got so far, right? Now all I have to do is get nice long heat in the center and bring that thing around for a circle, right? Well, what did you expect to do now 20 years ago? Oh, that's a good question. What was your ambition then and how did it change? God, Yvonne, with always the good questions. Let me throw my steel in the fire and let me dwell on that question for a second. Wow. That's heavy duty. That's a really good question. So 20 years ago, I knew this was gonna be my life. It was always gonna be my life. But I didn't think it would look like this, like making cool doors and portals. Like I was really into like swords and urukai and stuff like that. And I just kind of followed, how can I make a living doing this? And I found architectural ironwork, making cool portals and chandeliers and things like that. Massive sculptures and, statement pieces. That was something I could actually perhaps raise a family on. Something I could make a career out of, maybe even own a home doing. And it wasn't easy. Like building up that clientele is tough because they're few and far between, your clients, that is. But I think the biggest thing was just not to despair. There were so many moments where I wanted to give up, and uncountable. There was weekly moments of, I'm on the wrong path, this shouldn't be this hard. But eventually, we got there, But yeah, it's just the best. I have a shop thanks for the demo. Oh, you bet. Absolutely. Go make yourself something cool. It's just something I already had to do. And I already do my Sunday chats. So it's like, might as well do both. Ooh, a member, Rage. So if you could choose, what would you want to make and made a living regardless? Oh, honestly, I'm living my dream. I think it's hard because I see where it could go. At this point now, I can kind of see where I could take this. And my only frustration is finding who can afford me to build that. Or one day, let's say this channel, if it grew, I can build it without a client and then just auction it off for charity or whatever. Guerrilla art it. Put it somewhere and I dare you to try and move it. You know what I mean? 3 in the morning, I shouldn't say this out loud, but give away my diabolical plans to try and make the world a better place. But create places where people can do collaborative music projects, people can do collaborative puzzle solving and have this sense of play. You guys are gonna get me going forever about this. But yeah, it wouldn't look very far from this. I loved creating almost fantasy-like spaces in the real world because there's nothing like being able to suspend people's expectations of what they might see next. It could be a doorway all of a sudden you see people just kind of checked out of their own reality, and then all of a sudden see a door and start rethinking a little bit, and just now suddenly right here they can't think of anything else but being just kind of present. And I love that for people. Play is so important. Catherine, yes. Any updates on the banister, William? Yes. So they have chosen. I was thinking about maybe doing a video on that, but I don't want to get you too excited because the banister is going to take a long time. I actually have a cool garden gate to build before them. So I don't want to get you too excited, but yes, a decision has been made. Can you show Rayla's blades? Actually, Rayla's blades are not here. Netflix has them. I made them for Netflix. It's pretty cool. Well, Wonderstorm, to be specific. They were so wonderful to work with. Oh my God. I'm wondering, how do I want, I might do it over the heel of my emerald, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm not used to filming this part. What's coming up? What is your best recommendation for expanding a business? Oh, I'm not, you might be asking business advice from the wrong guy. I appreciate it, of course. But honestly, investing back in your tools is always really good, but doing it at a good, slow pace is probably my best. I guess my best advice, not knowing what type of business you're in, is reinvesting back into the business because A, it's a tax write-off, right? But B, it now opens the doors to new processes. Let's say you have a printing company. Fork over that huge expense for that new printer. Now you can do banners, right? Just using printing as an example. But now you can do banners, which now creates more revenue and a deeper pool of clientele that you can have. Yeah, and know your value. Catherine, damn it, you couldn't be more correct. Oh, let me shift the steel real quick. Okay, we got some water. So this next process kind of has to happen in one heat. And I'm curious if I can just do it like right here in front of you with like 2 pairs of tongs and then just bend that around. It's worth an experiment. Let's have some fun. It's Sunday, baby. It's like bonus round, you know what I mean? All right. All right, let's just jump in. All right, so the circle I'm looking for is about that radius right there. Now, to make everything kind of match. Now I'm doing it on the diamond, so it's wanting to do all sorts of stuff with me, right? There we go. Looking good. need them to cross. Actually, let me go back in for another heat. We're close. I'm not really gonna obsess over perfection. You know, it's interesting because when you elevate things to a level, like you get to the point where you're starting to now completely compete with machines and not other human beings anymore. And there, I feel like either it be painting, sketching, or whatever it might be in this world of kind of digital everything. It's kind of nice having a hint at the human element. You know what I mean? So if there's some like little imperfections, I'm more than happy with them, you know, because we're so used to perfect now. It's kind of fun to see something handmade with like a little bit of like a quirk, you know? Renan's bow and have it like split apart. Absolutely. Hey, reach out to Netflix. Tell them we need to do another collab. Oh yeah, 100%. Like, if anybody asks me, can you make? I'm gonna stop you right there. The answer is yes. Callum staff. Kiki, I'm getting a lot of Callum staff. Yeah, let's see if Netflix wants to do another collaboration. I would love to. I'd be honored. You know, their art is so good. You know, the actual artwork of the show is so inspired. It is so good. I love it. Do you sell railers blades? No, Netflix has them. Oh, let me put this over there. All right, so we're back, right? I'm gonna cool my little feet down. I don't want those to move. Right? Because I want them to cross. Yeah, we're looking good, guys. Love it. Beautimus. And I want there to be a level of grace. I don't want any too hard angles or anything like that. Looking pretty good. You know, as it is right now. Still very rough. But what I was trying to say is I could sit here and obsess over this like I used to forever. For absolute into perpetuity and just get that circle absolutely perfect. And you know what? It's kind of time not very well spent. Because it's fun to be able to have that human element. You know what I mean? I like where this is headed. Now, right? So they're passing each other at an angle. It'd be fun kind of squish them together, but just a little bit. But I don't know, I don't want to distort it too much. I might just angle it. Let's do one more heat. I think we need one more heat for this. William, yeah, it's just a quick little ditty. I mean, honestly, for those of you aspiring to be a blacksmith, you don't have to make it like that big. You can make cute little keychain versions out of like stainless steel, polish it up, sell it for keychains, you know? People can use that as like a little loop hook. I used to do that a lot, you know? Like when I used to do like little shows when I was a teenager. It's great stuff. Do you sound in spiky armor? Dude, Adam, I would love that. Like, I only make the things that people commission me to do. Like, it would cost me probably just in time and materials, I mean, thousands and thousands of dollars to build any of these things. You know, so I'm at the mercy of whoever wants to commission me, like Netflix, for the bow and the staff and stuff like that. You know, it costs an amazing amount of money for me to work, and I hate that. It'd be wonderful if one day I could pay my house off and kind of live off grid, so it didn't cost so much to have to build. The pin on my apron. Oh, you noticed that? That's a little sneak peek of what might be coming. Might be able to have these for sale, you know, at some point soon. Let's see how the steel is doing. Okay, here we are, right? Now we're getting into just, you know, getting it to exactly where we want it. It's weird doing this sitting down and having a little little powwow with you guys, you know. I like it. It's fun. I'm digging the shape. The shape is good. Okay, now, we got the lovely little circle, right? Ooh, reminds me, oh, better put that on a helmet, right? Now, as you can see here comes my perfectionism, right? So this scroll comes out to the, you know, the apex of this circle, right? Love that. And this one comes out a little bit further, so I might tighten that scroll up just a little bit to make it nice and symmetrical. How do I join the Discord? Any type of like get on Discord, right? Max Randolph Studios. You can find me on Patreon, anywhere you want to go. Discord. Oh, Casey's on it. Boom. So helpful, always. And you know, join the Discord. It's where we share our designs, our creations. It's a place to celebrate creativity. You know, I'm not finding many places. I never really thought to look. But it's such a cool place where people can celebrate their own creativity, you know, their own journey about things, what they're learning. It's great. It's a very positive and supportive space. Oh yeah, Panda, there you go. Welcome to the community. And if you want to be a really big part of it, join the Patreon and hang out with us on Sundays. Well, right before this, tea time at 10 a.m. Well, my time. 2 hours before this started. How about that? I bet you were ready. Shall I? All right. I'm gonna put my steel right there. All right. Actually, let's get in real tight. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll put them right here. Perfect. All right, here we go. It's not gonna take much, right? Not much at all. I do the same with this guy, just a little bit. Now everything is still good. Come up across there. Just final little touches. I love it. Now, let's get it to where these are kind of straight with each other. remember, this thing's gotta be warm. It's gotta be comfy and cozy. Oh, I forgot my safeties. Won't tell my boss. I like it. I like the twist, how it kind of straightens out a little bit. How cool is that? Just a little bit over here. Do the same with this side. Everything's pointing to center. Very important. It's also really important to look at it upside down, to the side, everywhere where it might be observed. All right, my favorite moment of a day, of like forging all day long, is about to happen. Oh, I love it here, dude. 4 months, Rage, welcome to the party, buddy. Favorite part of the day. Oh, sweet, sweet serenity. I love that. Let's see here. Let's see what we got. Rage, that is wonderful of you. Thank you so much for all the support. With that, I'll be able to maybe build cool stuff for you guys. You know what I mean? Let's get a little brushing action going. Actually, I want... There it is. Nope, there it is. All right. Now I'm gonna sand this, give it a little coating, bring all those good textures out. It's gonna be great. Sweet little ditty. Well, and like if you learn blacksmithing, you can make cool little things like this. You know, it doesn't have to be giant construct. I'm gonna give that a little cool down so I can, you know, get to it quick, but I didn't cool it down too much so that all of that will steam off. You know what I mean? I don't know if you can even see that, but it's steaming off super quick so no rust will start. Cool little thing. Let's see if actually we're within our parameters. I was just kind of eyeballing. Perfect. Nailed it. Yeah, so like rope or fabric comes here and then also through here. So yeah, it's gonna be like a belt sort of stitch. Be pretty freaking cool, right? All right, let me grab some sanding paper and do this up real quick. Here we go. See, now it's all nice and dry. There we go. Oh, see, now all the colors are gonna come out and a lovely shine. One, what's cool is everything's done on the diamond, so now you get to see all of these lovely textures and things like that, you know? It's those little extra, it's just those little extra things that go so far. Netflix better be watching your suggestions. I mean, that's what I'm saying. If we want to make some more cool stuff together, they better be looking. Hey, you joined the Discord. Welcome. Oh, did you ever make a board with our names who donated? Cody for the shop. So I got a huge list. I have a list of everybody, you know, that has contributed. And when I build the new shop, It's the first thing I'm doing is writing everyone's name on it because, you know, I owe so much of it to you guys. Like right now, every penny of those donations went to buying the land, and we did it. We got the land, and now I'm just trying to raise money just personally. Like I'm not asking for a damn thing. Asking one time was hard enough. Like that was tough for me, and but now I'm just like saving my pennies to build the shop. It's expensive out here in California. It'll take a minute. Oh, William, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, it's such a little simple, lovely little thing. Actually, remember her name is Pandak. Oh my God! Like, let me turn the brightness up on my phone. Like, my brightness was low. It looked like Panda. Pandak is way cooler of a name, man. Nothing wrong against pandas. They're freaking cute. Dude, crush those weights, man. I hope you get some inertia in you. Listen to some good tunes and fire it off. I'm proud of you for working hard, man. That's awesome. Oh, yeah, we're looking good here. Just a fun little ditty, this thing. Jack, hello. Welcome. We just forged a little ditty for a friend that they needed for like a Viking cosplay. It's a fun little thing. I like it. Yeah, and it'll be all held together by rope and fabric. But yeah, I don't know if you guys can see the cool contrast that I'm bringing out, but yeah, it's getting there. And then I'll seal it up, probably some linseed oil or something like that. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me and forging a quick little thing for a dear friend. Well, I hope that, you know, this Sunday has been great, and I hope you can maybe even make it better somehow. You know, get out there with some intention. Love the hell out of your loved ones. And I know you got them, either be friends or whoever it is. Could even be your pets. You know, they're the ones really looking out for you. Let's be real. Well, I just hope you have a terrific week. You know, love you guys. Don't forget to freaking love each other, all right? Be good to each other out there. Do something kind for someone today. Maybe just yourself. I don't know. But great hanging out with you. Thanks for keeping me company as I forged a little ditty. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.